Welcome to Mendota Products. Today we're going to look at leads, collars, the way you size it, usage. There's many different styles of collars out there and materials. There's leather, there's synthetics, there's hemp, there's nylon, there's bungee cord. We happen to specialize in multi-filament polypropylene, either a flat braid or a round braid type material. The proper way to size a dog's collar, not many people know, but the proper way to do it is just to take a simple piece of string, go around your dog's neck, and you typically want to do this about center or a little bit back. Whatever that point is, you grab that with your finger, you grab a measuring tape, and you measure the string. So this actually becomes an 18-inch piece of string. So a standard collar, a standard 5-hole punch collar, which Mendota Products does, we typically, again, here would be a standard 5-hole punch. So the way that the collar is measured is like a belt. So from the end of the post to the center hole is actually your 18 inches. So the 18-inch string that we just measured, that's going to be the size of the collar. So as you come around and you go to the center hole, that now becomes your 18 inches. The other type of collar, and if they don't have a 5-hole punch, and for instance like our double braid collar, you put the post wherever in through the braid, wherever you need it. It gives you another sizing type element where you will actually make the adjustment using your fingers. So again, you're going to take your same string, you're going to wrap it around the dog's neck about the middle or the back. Again, we have the 18-inch string here. You measure that, and then with like a double braid collar, where you can put this post through wherever you need to, you come around here, and this is where you want to use your fingers and get it through the braiding. So this way you basically want to be able to slip 2 fingers under there, and that's going to be the right size for the dog because it's going to be able to move around. Most trainers and handlers, when they're young, prefer a buckle collar. It is the safest, securest method for your dog. There's no way that your dog's going to break out of that. We all know that there's adjustable collars out there. They have the quick release snaps, things like that. We understand the convenience of them. However, they are the most dangerous collars to use because they're not typically sized correctly. It's cheap, but we do recommend that you get a new collar as your dog grows up in size. Beyond buckle collars, the next collar I want to talk about is a slip collar. These come in many different fashions and forms. We make ours out of rope, but they're also made out of chain length. There's pinch collars. This gets really difficult. People just look at this and don't really know how to properly size it. So again, your string, you're going to take your string, you're going to measure the dog's neck, and we've gone through that already, and you're going to measure down here. Now this one here you're going to add about 4 inches because what you want to do is be able to slip this collar on over the dog's head so that it's comfortable. The way a slip collar works is that you're going to stand in front of the dog and you're going to form a P so that the leg drops down on your left side. For heeling on your left, and if you're going to heel on the right, then it just reverses and the P drops down on your right side. But with the slip collar, what you want to do, and you add that 4 inches, is that it's got to slip over the dog's head very comfortably and over his ears. So you've got a lot of room in here. But what this allows that collar to do is that when you offer that correction, it slips up and releases that pressure. Where these are placed is typically up behind the dog's ears, not back down here. If they get back down here, they're going to choke the dog, and in young dogs has the possibility to actually crush their larynx. Typically with working dogs, a centering collar is very common. It's a safety collar. It has a center ring in it which allows the dog to actually twist out of the collar if they were to get hung up on something, a tree branch or a fence or something of that nature. So now we're going to move on to leads. Again, leads come in various different materials. The most common lengths, starting from my left going to my right, is a 6 foot, a 4 foot, and a 2-foot traffic lead. So with the 6-foot lead and the two-handed control, you clipped it on there and you have your dog right here. And again, you have the other handle in your right hand and you're holding your dog in your left hand. So once you're done with your yard training, I always recommend using a shorter lead. You have a 4-foot lead now, you bring your dog closer to you, it's safer for you, safer for your dog. So when you get into tight quarters, you really want that dog close. So this is where a traffic lead comes in handy. He is right here by your side, safe and secure. What I'm showing you now is a slip lead. It's a quick on, quick off, and a training lead. So it just goes around your dog's head and you have quick, instantaneous control. So when you're using this lead for training purposes, and it works just like a slip collar, except you slide this down, position it back up behind the ear so you can apply pressure, release pressure. Apply pressure, release pressure. Now I'm introducing you to the Martingale style lead and collar in one. Basically it's got a collar band in front, slip around the dog's neck. Again, quick instantaneous control. Exclusive to Mendota Products is the Easy Trainer. It is a standard lead. You clip it onto any collar. It has a sliding ring. What you do is you place this ring, you feel back to the last rib, and that's where this ring gets positioned. And then you take the tag end and you come underneath the dog, back up through the ring. What this does is it creates a pressure point. Pressure on, pressure off. Pressure on, pressure off. And it's going to keep that dog from moving forward. Many different trainers prefer leather collars and leads for its strength and durability. We always recommend that you speak directly with your pet supply professional, as they'll be able to guide you to the proper products specific to your own pet's needs.